Deep in the depths of the internet, thousands upon thousands of unheard of websites rot, waiting for someone to stumble upon them and view the content they present us. One of these websites is Amiga.com, a simple white page with only one line of text. Do you remember when Amiga meant friend? We do. The website has nothing to grab our eye with and would obviously cause the common passerby to leave the page, but very few would think about looking deeper. Looking around the site, there is nothing of interest. No white text messages or hidden codes. That is, until we open up the site's source code. There, we find this strange bundle of letters. Being clearly out of place, if we were to take the line of text and insert it into a Caesar cipher and shift it by 13, we get this. The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die, as well the minds which are prevented from changing their opinions. They cease to be mind. A simple Google search gives us the name of who gave this quote, and I'm really going to butcher it. Friedrich Nietzsche, a German philosopher who used the quote to describe change. If we look up Amiga, we discovered that Amiga is a discontinued computer from 1985. If we attempt to find who owns the domain, we are given a large string of data, most notably the fact that the website was updated in 2019 and created in 1994, the same year Amiga computers were discontinued. If we insert the website into the Wayback Machine, we get hundreds of snapshots of the original website as early as December 2nd, 1998. However, the website changes to the white screen in June 2018. If we look into the source code once again, we can get a different message this time. If we insert this new line of code into a Caesar cipher, we get a new message every 33 years. This secret message would be placed on the website exactly 33 years after Amiga would go out of business. Then, on July 23rd, 2018, we would get a new cryptic message. At first, I assumed it would use a hexadecimal cipher, but I still cannot figure it out or what it translates to. Our next hidden code can be found on December 1st, 2018. When we decipher the code using the Caesar cipher once more, we get, as long as people keep worrying that the machines were taking over, they wouldn't notice what was really happening. If we do a simple Google search on the quote, we said this is an excerpt from the trilogy, Schrodinger's Cat Trilogy, which is a somewhat confusing theory based around the idea that unless you can physically see a dead cat in a box, it is theoretically both dead and alive. Their next post would be the cryptic message we first mentioned. As of today, the rights to Amiga are now in the possession of Cloanto, which doesn't have much information about itself except that it is an emulator for Amiga Forever. Though the website and its creepy embedded messages are quite mysterious, the entire thing can be explained. Since Amiga went out of business, they decided to hang on to the domain name. 30 years later, they were still sticking it through and cyber squatting until some other business, like Cloanto, would give in to their demands and purchase the domain and churn a profit for the ghosts of Amiga. Though this doesn't fully explain the cryptic messages, it's safe to assume it was somebody hinting to the comeback of Amiga, or just taunting other companies that they couldn't have the domain.